Durdle magic. Hello everyone and welcome back to Durdle Magic. Today we're playing some more Mangara, looking at our opening hand. Yeah, I want to keep this. We have Bastion Protector followed by Mangara, that should be good. Mind's Eye, Sell the Wreckage, we just need one more land, I think we can risk that. Performing an open action, Chancellor of the Annex will counter the first spell our opponents play unless they pay 1. It will be in the chat log, or the game log. However, it seems to only work for the first one, so I think it's kind of bugged. So we'll go ahead, say okay to that. Our commander today, the last game of Mangara the Diplomat. 3 white for a legendary 2/4 human cleric lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you or planeswalker you control, draw a card. Wayfarer's Bauble trying to be cast for our first opponent, it'll get countered. And whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, Mangara will draw us a card. Oh, gee, okay, they already quit on us. Alright, that 3-person game today, I suppose. So the trouble with Magic Online is it doesn't like show any screen for the Chancellor of the Annex. It doesn't like hit a stack or anything. It just shows it in the game log, and not too many people do that, you know, check it. We get the Sunwing, that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and play our planes, tap it, we have nothing to play, and pass it off to our opponents. Our next competitor is Golos the Tireless Pilgrim. 5/3/5 legendary artifact creature scout. Comes into play, you get any land card you want from your deck, put it on the battlefield, tap shuffle your library. Tune Wooburg, exile the top of the cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. Yep, it's Golos again. Our last opponent, Atraxa Creator's Voice. Okay, seeing a bunch of these recently. Green, white, blue, black for legendary angel horror. 4/4 flying vigilance, death touch, lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, proliferate. That competitor, at least the deck was in the last video. I'll have to double check and see if it's even the same player. Field of Ruin, that'll work. Let's go ahead and play another planes. Tap both our lands, pass it off to our opponents. Still nothing to do just yet. Play Sunwing next turn. Follow that up by Mangara, then maybe Bastion Protector. Wayfarer's Bauble coming down. They pay the extra 1 for the Annex trigger. So yeah, they didn't have to pay the extra 1 for the Annex trigger. Let's take a look at that. Chancellor of the Annex for white, white, white. For a 5/6 creature angel, reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, each opponent casts their first spell. When they do their first spell of the game, counter that spell unless that pair plays 1. So it only ever affects, it seems to affect the first person who casts something, where the card leads me to believe it's every player, every opponent. So I don't know if it's bugged or what is it. Somebody point out the ruling to me, I suppose. Flying when an opponent casts a spell, counter unless they pay 1 once it's on the battlefield. We get Swords to Plowshares. Let's play planes. Let's do the Sunwing. Sunwing. There we go. And let's pass it to our opponents. Bulb will get in the sack for Golos. They'll go get a land. Oh, is this the mono red thing? Mono red Golos I saw in the lobby? So this should be interesting if it is. Alright, that's the end of Golos' turn. Tapping all the red mana. I'm interested to see what this is. I mean, they could always have like Mana Confluence? The filter land? They could always have that and just play the Wooburg. Atraxa with the fancy lands, tapping all the mana and not doing anything with it. Alright. Comes to our turn, we get a land. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and play that. Play Mangara. Hope they're not going to immediately nuke it. We do have Mind's Eye as kind of like a quasi backup. But we want a turn to get down the Bastion Protector and maybe keep up the swords. Go to combat. Sunwing into probably the Atraxa player because red players have dragons. Let's just go around the table. Sunwing first into Golos, and then we'll attack Atraxa maybe. If they drop an early land, they'll have Atraxa, and then we just swords it. 5 mountains into play for the Golos player, and it's Golos, the Tireless Pilgrim to the battlefield. I wonder if they'll go get a mountain or not. Could get a, Temple of the False God? Sure, why not? Ooh, they get an Ixos Shrine to Nyx. Didn't see that coming, but that makes some sense right there. That's a swamp. Atraxa has all the colors they need. Will they summon Atraxa? No, they do not summon Atraxa. Interesting. Our turn, Admonition Angel. Looking forward to trying to play that. Finally getting some of the top end stuff. You know, I've been playing this deck a lot. I got like 1 angel here and there. I'm looking forward to this. Field of Ruin into play. Let's go ahead and play that Bastion Protector. Help protect our Mangara. Go to the Wombats. And let's see. We'll do 4 into Atraxa and 2 into the Golos player. That way they'll be nice and even. See, we're being very diplomatic about it. Damage is good. Roll it on over. Hold up that mana for the swords. Torbran, Thane of Redfell. I'm very jealous of his beard. Need to grow mine out and weave it. Yep. Rampaging Frostodon. Okay. Take a look at that. Players can't gain life. Sad face. Menace. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Our guys tend to be kind of small. So, and this will do, what, 3? Yeah, with Torbran out, so that's not very good. We do get Gift of Estates. I don't know if anyone has more lands than us. Yeah, the mono-red Golos player does, so that's pretty good. Forced in play, Atraxa tapping mana, Atraxa coming down. Again, the Annex trigger. They paid this extra green up here, but it doesn't matter. We get Temple of the False God. That's nice. So we can play that and then still do Gift of Estates. Let's see, we have 5 lands, they have 7. Yeah, I think we can do that. Temple of the False God into play. Gift of Estates. And it didn't work. Okay, hold on. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 Plains cards. We only have 6 lands. They have 7. Alright. That sucks. 2 combat. Let's go ahead and swing the flyer into Golos. And we will swing the Mangara. It's going to get up, slap Atraxa around a bit. Won't gain any life, though, because of the Rampaging Frostodon. No life gain. But it works for every player, so that's nice. Specifically against their opponents, so that's pretty good. Damage is good. Still holding up mana for our swords. Let's pass it on off. On the bright side, if we use swords on something, they can't gain the life either. So that's fantastic. Mana Barbs, whenever a player taps a land for mana, it deals 1 damage to that player. Ooh, I like this deck already. First Golos deck I like besides my friend. Although it's land-based. 3 Barbs triggers, they'll only take 3. Torbran only affects their opponents, so we will be in a bad spot generally. Immolation Shaman, we will get to draw a card. Let's see, whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact creature land that isn't a mana ability, deals 1 damage to that player. Okay. So, I don't think we have triggered abilities. I don't think we have too many activated abilities. I think we'll be fine, except for the Mind's Eye. That might be bad. Chaos Warp on Mangara. That's unfortunate. So, I think we should respond in kind and get rid of the Torbran. That way, yeah, they don't gain life or anything. Should be good. We do take 3 for activating our land, though. We get Umbra Mantle into play off the Chaos Warp. I don't know why that didn't stack out. I thought we responded correctly, but oh well. So Umbra Mantle is part of an infinite combo. Also, it's just good for, like, untapping a few of our critters. Alright, we have Golos and the dinosaur into us. Looks like we're just going to take it here. Damage is good. I'm afraid that if we go to war with each other, the Golos player and we over here with the Mangara troop, Atraxa is going to be left too much alone. That's my problem with it. Wood Ripper? What does this do? Remove a fade counter from it, destroy target artifact. Alright. Fading 3. Interesting. So it'll proliferate the fade counters. I haven't seen a fading Atraxa before. So that's, what, also vanishing too? Atraxa coming into us, that I don't quite understand, but alright. Bounty of the Hunt on the stack. Exile a green card. Distribute 3 1 cards among creatures you control. For each 1 card, put on this way. Remove a 1 card from a creature at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, or the cleanup step. So they're boosting their guys. I guess that's cool. So we will take 6. That'll be more commander damage. Alright, to the cleanup step, they'll have to remove counters, but they did get to proliferate. So that's a nice little trick. Atraxa's at end step. What is this? Bounty of the Hunt? It's at the cleanup. We get Kismet. That's nice. I don't know if it's going to help us too much. It looks like both other players are gunning for us, and that's unfortunate. I'm telling you, Mangara just has a reputation, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so I think we definitely need to leave up mana for Solar Wreckage at this point. I'd like some other removal, and I'd like to be able to cast something else, but I can't. Sadness. Let's equip the Umbra Mantle for 0. Equip it to the Sunwing. We will take 1 damage from the Immolation Shaman. Not very nice. They don't like me doing the things. Poke in the head. And let's go to combat. 2 damage is good into the Golos player, and we'll pass it off like that. Mana up for Solar Wreckage and an activation on the Umbra Mantle. Assuming we need it, Atraxa will probably be fairly large by the time it attacks into us, Sunwing will die because of it, so we'll have to see. Chandra Fire Artisan. That's pretty good. So this is one where you remove counters that deals damage, and it also is like that pseudo red card draw. And you know, obviously if she gets hit, she also deals damage. So that's not good. At least it can't hit our creatures, but it's a decent card. All right, let's see what they exile for that pseudo draw. Vandal Blast. Okay, not too useful right now. They'll probably destroy our Umbra Mantle. I guess we'll activate it. We have nothing better to do, really. Guess we could hold up Heliod's instead, actually. So I guess we'll do that. Yep, they're hitting the Umbra Mantle. Sad face. Oh well, not much we can do. Leave me alone, Golos. Alright, they're not going to leave us alone. Oh, maybe they are leaving us alone? They left us alone. Hoorah! To Atraxa's turn, Wood Ripper will trigger. So this is actually pretty good, decent, repeatable removal, so that's nice. Wood Ripper will trigger on Atraxa's upkeep. Let's see what they do with it. Repeatable, artifact, and enchantment destruction is pretty good. Oh, they didn't do anything. I thought they'd get rid of the mana barbs, but alright, I'm fine with that. Oh, there they go. Okay. Must have just been slow. Golos is going to get Wood Ripped, I suppose. Golos back to the command zone after the death trigger. Atraxa going into the Golos player. That works for me. We can keep all the wreckage up for later. Alright, we have one block. Immolation Shaman down to the Wood Ripper. Atraxa is going to hit. They deal 5 commander, but they do not get any life. The Ferocidon still in play. Ooh, Soul Ring coming down. Too bad we don't have Mangara. Soul Ring into play for the Atraxa player. Lotus Blossom. Okay. Haven't seen that like ever. 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a Lotus counter, or a Petal counter on Lotus Blossom, rather. Sacrifice it at X mana G ramp, or X is the number of Petal counters on the Lotus Blossom. That'll be pretty good with Atraxa proliferating it all the time. Let's see, they have to wait till their upkeep. Yep, alright. Alright, we get a Plains. So we could cast our Angel, exile something, and become a total target about everything. Probably want to exile Atraxa, though. So let's go ahead and do that, maybe, and then keep swinging into Golos. Seems like a plan. Let's go ahead and play the Plains from my hand. Target Atraxa. Seems like a good idea. Alright, they put Atraxa back in the command zone, so I guess they don't have a way to just straight up kill our Angel. So, notably, if something is stays in exile, because something is keeping it there, you can just kill or destroy the thing and it'll come back just like normal. I'm going to actually skip through the attack phase and watch what these players do first. I want to see if they go after the Angel. I'd also like to hit the Golos player for a bunch of damage with it. So, they exiled a mountain. They can play that, and they do. Alright, tapping lands. Mana Barb triggers piling up. Must be a big play if they're willing to take all that damage. Oh, it's just Golos. Golos coming back into play for the Golos player. Mana Barb's triggering 5 times. Golos comes into play. They'll get a land. Volkut the Molten Pinnacle. Oh, they have to die. That's the end of that. Alright, we have a Naturalized out of Atraxa. They're destroying the Mana Barbs. That's too bad. I was actually kind of just leaving that there. To Atraxa's turn, Lotus Blossom and the Wood Ripper will trigger. Take another look at this Lotus Blossom here. So it's tapped to sacrifice. So even if we use Heliod's intervention, it won't necessarily get it. They'll just sacrifice it in response or what have you. Floodstrand into play and cracked for the Atraxa player. Atraxa coming back to the battlefield. Comes to our turn, we get a Plains. That works for me. Need to exile the Wood Ripper, I'm thinking. They're getting quite large. So let's go ahead and play the Plains and do that. Going to combat, we're going to send everything that can fly into the Golos player. And I think we'll do that just because Atraxa's at 2 cards. And I don't know that they can do necessarily much, but we'll see. They don't have any card draw just yet. Second main phase, damage is good. They're down to 3. Let's go ahead and play the Chancellor of the Annex. And we are free up on our mana to do a bunch of things. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3. Cast it. And pass it off to our opponents like that. Now every spell they play will have to have an extra mana spent, or else it will be countered. Comet Storm off the top. Ooh. That's not good for us at all. Chandra, it has it in exile, but dang. Mounted into play as well, so 3 damage to something. There goes our Sunwing, sad face. Alright, so they have potentially what mana? Nykthos is on par, so that's not anything extra. So they have 11, minus 2 is 9. They can deal 9 damage to someone, or start splitting that up. They can potentially do 6 to both of our Angels and kill Atraxa. That would be really bad. Hopefully they didn't pay for the 1. Yep, they quit right there. They forgot about the Chancellor. All right, so it's on the battlefield now. So there's nothing I can say about that. It's on the battlefield. Golos Bloom will trigger on the Atraxa upkeep. Yeah, Chancellor of the Annex is not a feel-good card necessarily, but I like it in the deck because it gives me some higher-end protection that people just forget about a lot of the time. Although it does seem to be buggy for the reveal part. Again, let me know in the comments if that's the correct ruling, or if, I mean, I'll check Gatherer after this, but I was always under the assumption it affected every opponent the first time they cast something in the game at all. And Atraxa surrenders. We win the match. Mangara, again, being kind of focused down, but not too bad. We only summoned him once, though, so that was kind of sad. The deck, let's take a look at. It has not changed much at all. Actually, I don't think I changed it at all since the last game we played. So there you go. Again, if you have suggestions for the deck, let me know. I will, of course, post it on tappedout.net at the end of the series. Chancellor of the Annex still making people feel bad, so something I still might take out. I don't know yet. It is working for us, though. Thanks for tuning in to Durdle Magic. If you like the content you saw here today, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, and if you could be so kind, please share the video to anyone who you think might be interested. And remember, you can follow our posts at Facebook and at Twitter at DurdleMTG. We also post the video links there, so if that's more of your forum, Durdle around with us and enjoy some magic. Until then, see you around.